Yo, once again, it's your boy F Beezy. You heard? Here with the co-host, man, my boy Uncle Nick. What's shaking, boy?
Yo, man, you know what it is, son. It's a little brick out here, but I'm holding it down for the crown. I'm doing my 1-2. I'm cooler than a polar bear's toenail. You hear me, Frankie? I'm
Uh,
doing my thing, son. I'm feeling large and in charge. I'm feeling great, and I'm in the place to be with the one and only FB. This vertical talk, son. You hear me? Boomerang.
that's,
Let's get it.
that's what it is, man. Vertical talk, man. And before we get started, man, let me send my praises up to the Most High, man, and thank him, man, for everything that he's given me, man, past, present, and in the future, man. You heard? I also want to send my salutes and my love to the brothers and sisters that are still languishing in them walls, man. You know what I mean? Do everything that you can to be on the side where I'm at right now, man, enjoying this life called, freedom to a degree. Now, with that
Mm.
being said, man, you heard? Nick, what's good, man? Get at me.
Yo, Frankie, I'm gonna get at you right now, but I just want to commend you for always remembering to shout the ladies out that are locked up, son. Because word the mother dudes always be, yo, my man, this, my man, that. It's shorties up there with they state greens, state boots giving birth, son. You know what I mean? Putting in that work. It's chicks on Rikers Island trying to get their lives together. So I commend you for not forgetting the women that are locked up behind in the belly of the beast and all that. But check this, right? This fly shit real
Big
quick.
facts.
Um, I've been getting a lot of phone calls lately. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been spreading the podcast around. I've been hitting all my peoples with it. You know what I'm saying? I'll be in the projects. I'll be here. I'll be uptown. I'll be in Brooklyn. I'll be there. I'll be all over, son. You know what I'm saying? And dudes is
And you
fucking
be
with it.
doing
And
all
then,
this shit. You be doing all this shit while I'm working, huh? I could dig
you
it.
heard me, Frankie?
Yeah, get to
I
it.
got
Get to it.
yeah. I got to get them ducats in my bucket, son. But dudes is fucking with the podcast and they really feeling your style, how you giving it up and all that. That's like really the
Blessings.
majority of the dudes. You know what I'm saying? They're like, yo, I like the way that
Blessings.
boy Frankie holding it. And they loved what you was talking about with the Jim Jones things, because a lot of dudes was like, yo, son, where the mother, my uncle's in the feds, yo, I did something. We ain't never seen no stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? But then there were a couple other heads that hit me like, yo, I just saw the Mel joint. We had talked about that. Then they seen the new Shotti joint that came out. And they like, yo, man, I'm fucking with your boy FB, but like I said, dudes all been criminals in the system and all that. And they like, yo, it kind of seemed like he was leading like a prosecutor a little bit in a sense of like trying to put thing like that thing on Jimmy's jacket. And I was like, nah, I don't see it that way. I think Frankie was keeping it tall. But I said, yo, you know what? This is what the streets talking about. Boom, we gonna do it
Man,
vertical style. You heard me? Talk about it. Did
vertically. Man, yo, let's jump right into it. Yo, first and foremost, man, you know, the Vertical Talk platform is straight. You dig? As the brothers or the sisters or you say have been calling you, man, you know what I'm saying, conveyed to you, bro. I've been there. You know what I mean? So, there's nothing that I would do to, you know what I'm saying, even slightly direct any kind of twisted, you know what I'm saying, title, you know what I'm saying, or slander to a good man's name or integrity. Won't
yeah,
happen
you
on
ain't up
vertical.
here bastardizing nobody.
It won't happen on vertical talk. You hear me? I ain't cut from that cloth. The people that I was raised under ain't cut from that cloth. I give it to the people because everybody has an opinion. I have one. I have a theory. They have one. They may have a theory, so forth and so on. You dig? So at the end of the day, what I'm doing is basically just putting out there or conveying my sentiments concerning things that cross my desk because I was asked for or asked about an intellectual opinion that could basically clarify and give some clarity to a situation that, guess what, may not all the way be stamped. And again,
Mm, mm,
let's not have selective
mm.
hearing, ladies and gentlemen. Again, said on my previous platform, I want to believe them. You dig? I want to believe them. However, I also said on my previous platforms, me, not you, me. If what I hear right now or what I've heard right now had to lead or lended me any just a modicum, of what I needed in order to make a decision on whether or not I would deal with an individual pertaining to the street life that I once lived. I would respectfully back away because I don't understand convincingly and convictedly what transpired in that whole situation of that wiretap. So I'm not saying nobody's anything. And again, or allow me to again shout out the boy Mel Murder and the boy Shotti. They both from my hood. You dig what I'm saying? No, well, Melly is from the sty. You dig which my mom's are staying in the sty. So yeah, it's like my hood. Shotti's from the heights. You understand what I'm saying? Rocked amongst a lot of the good men and you know what I'm saying, individuals that I know. So yo, yeah, that's where we at with that. But yo, what you not gonna get slander on vertical talk. You not gonna get lies on vertical talk. Convicting somebody to something that they're not, regardless of what it is. Nobody can buy the situation here. It is what it is. We standing tall on what we doing here. I'm standing tall on what I'm doing and trying to give the people out there in the YouTube world, Instagram world, the social media world as a whole, collectively and in general. Period.
All right. All right, Frankie. Yes, I hope everybody's listening up loud and clear. Stop calling up Nick with all the questions. You know what I'm saying? You heard it from the man himself. You know what I mean? Me
Nah, but that's the
personally, though.
beautiful. You know what, Nick? But that's the beautiful thing because you know what I'm saying? Things are about to get real spliffy here. You dig what I'm saying? Where them phone lines are gonna be in. You dig what I'm saying? Like I said prior to again. Man, we ain't asking for no handouts. You dig you got hand ups, you dig it only assists us, it only complements us in getting the things that we would like to get in order to enhance the quality of what vertical talk of what I have envisioned for vertical talk. So yeah, coming to a platform near you in the sense of vertical talk real soon, man. Hopefully sooner than later, man. Is everything that will allow my audience, man, to be able to engage with me and you know what I'm saying, ask their questions without having to wait for a day or 2 days or a week, you know what I'm saying, until we pop up, you know what I'm saying, to, you know what I'm saying, clarify things that they may have on their heart and their mind.
Well, moving forward in the future, once people got the phone number locked in, they got it saved. You know what I'm saying? And you'll start experiencing what I experienced when I had my phone line when I was doing the lives. People would just be shooting you text messages, sending you salutations, bigging you up. You get the trolls in there talking about how tough they are. They run 100 fades and shit. You know what I'm saying? They never been knocked out. You get all type of colorful commentary. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh, man,
excuse me,
it's
moving forward,
so
that's gonna be a beautiful part of the show and another facet. But to get back to what we were saying, me just being who I am and thinking the way I think, and just observing everything, I just watched the feds just like really just go after every single rapper. You know what I'm saying? From Casanova to Young Thug to the Fetty Wap with his dead eye. You know what I'm saying? A shout out to Son. They didn't care that. You know what I mean? This was going on, or this person got this popularity, or they made this much money, or my daughter might dance and jump around and listen to your music with her friends sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, nah, we coming for you, son. So in my mind, it was just like, damn, they came for Takashi, they came for everybody. So, you know, what's so special about Jim Jones that the FBI is like, nah, son, nah, nah, nah. We don't need him as a trophy. I don't know what that is, and I'm gonna leave it right there. And you ain't even got to answer that. I'm just posing that to the audience, people with they thinking caps on right now, and I'm not stamping anything. I'm just saying in my mind, those are the things that go through my head. Where I'm like, damn, son, I think a dude that was running around, he's still talking. He just dropped a little video or something. He talking. All this street stuff. I do this, bap, bap, bap. Yo, we boom it up. And it's like, yo, why wouldn't they be interested in at least just making you a mantle on their wall? You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they do. But at the end of
hey,
the day, I'll leave that right there, though. I'm gonna
hey
park it
yo,
up, son.
hey yo, I won't go just as far as the park. And I'm gonna say this, King, on that one. Hey yo, man, I know many a men, man. Many a men. Bad man. You know what I'm saying? Official, tissue to the bone gristle, street dudes, man. that when they hear them words Eagles, CB, FBI, and any of them things with the, you know what I'm saying, the letter, any of them, you know what I'm saying,
Them alphabet boys,
yeah, you know them the Department of Justice and so forth and so on.
CIA, all them type
Hey,
of
yo,
shits.
bro,
Yeah,
even if
ATF, all
I'm
that.
not gonna go to the part of fearing them, but I'm gonna say that, yo, bro, I done seen the best, the biggest and the best, and with a lot of money, have a respect, a grudgingly respect for them peoples. Whereas, guess what? When one of their mans may get snatched or anything, they silence. White noise.
Franky, talk about it, son.
You dig?
That's
White
what I'm
noise.
saying.
You dig? So at the end of the day, like I said, bro, you know, and again, man, it's come from the old heads. Old heads used to sit back and say they be on the block and they just watching us as young dudes. And they like, oh, that boy quiet, oh, that boy smooth. And they already deciphering who they would rock with, who they would give a
Hmm.
pack or who they wouldn't give a pack. And certain individuals, they just be like, man, I ain't rocking with that boy. That boy too loud. That boy too boisterous. That boy too flamboyant. That boy too that boy too this. You dig? You doing, yo, listen, bro, and I'm not saying that boy as in him. I'm saying that boy they would say as in general of individuals that they would
Well.
already
To
pick, choose,
interject
and
quickly,
refuse.
that was the problem with John Gotti. John Gotti was too flashy,
There
too
you
out
go.
there,
All right,
all in
man. All right,
everybody's
let's
face,
listen,
throwing shit.
listen.
And the mafia had a real disdain for him at a certain point because they didn't like
Hey,
what he
that.
was doing and the heat he was bringing. And these old heads that you talk about, the real OGs, like you said, they not jacking that.
Yeah, but you know what the thing was? Though they had a disdain, the only reason that Gotti probably got away for so long with what he got away with again, man, is because of the money and or the fear that he
Oh
was,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying, inculcating in individuals. Now, when I say the
he was
money,
vicious.
okay, so some people will go for the money. If it's a person that says, yo, you got nothing and another person got something, okay, cool. They can make my lifestyle a little bit better, whatever the case may be. Will I sit back and allow things to go? Yo, listen, bro, at the end of the day, whoever, hear me very clearly, man, whoever is jacking the bro, cool. Respect. You like it, I love it. You dig? This ain't about you. This is about me and my opinion. This not about you. This is about me and vertical talk. And all I'm doing is just giving content for individuals to either say, you know what? It makes sense, or it ain't really got me yet. You dig? However you feel is your sentiments, and I respect that humbly and respectfully. I am not trying to color your portrait. So let's make
Mm.
that very clear. You dig? Nor can you color my portrait. So here is just constructive dialogue. Me to you, and when you have the opportunity, or you do have the opportunity to put in the comments or whatever the case may be, to say, and guess what? I will answer it, or somebody on my team will answer it with my sentiments. But know and
Mm.
understand this: give the boy the benefit of doubt because of the fact it's tricky. And because I can't say that genuinely, honestly, 110% that he is sour or that he did completely bad, guess what? I can't say he completely good. All I could say is that what I heard and the experiences that I've been through, and many other men like me, or even greater than me, whether it was financially or greater than me in the sense that they had more charges or greater RICO conspiracy or whatever the case may be, had the same result that I had. So when you do see, again, as I said before, individuals who slide through the crevices, and those are small crevices when you're dealing with them alphabets. You want to know, how did you do it? So
Not
maybe
centimeters.
I
We
could
dealing
do
with
it.
millimeters.
You dig?
It's that
You know,
tight.
so it's not asking to condemn you. It's asking to say that, guess what? I got a case like you. How did you do it? You
Well,
know what I mean?
at
Maybe
the
I
end of the
could
day,
use it.
to put it in certain terms, you're agnostic with it. You're not saying that I am trying to prove it, but I can't tell you that I can't disprove it. I'm just in purgatory in the middle
Absolutely.
with it.
I'm
You
in
know
the
what I'm saying?
middle with it. And,
But
no matter of fact,
but with that
I'm in
being said,
football.
let's oh, go ahead, Frankie.
I'm in football. I'm playing football, bro. Me personally. You hear me, audience? Me personally. I'm stiff arming and juking. I'm just out of the way of it. You dig?
Oh,
I'm
yo,
just
yo,
coming.
you
There we
you
go.
better
You
slow it
understand what I'm
down.
saying?
Barry
So
Sanders,
yeah, man.
Walter Payton, up in
You
this mother,
heard? Yeah,
Emmitt
man. You
Smith,
know, like,
Thurman
yeah,
Thomas.
man.
Yo,
Juke
let's
out of the
get it,
way with
son.
it, man. There
Yeah,
we go.
yeah,
Vertical
yeah.
chalk, man. Vertical chalk.
OJ
Let's get it.
Simpson, some of the greats. I on that note, let's slide into what Shotti had to say since we were talking about it, and then from there, what I would like to do is merge into L.A. Brim because he denounced his flag recently, and he has a different walk and talk in life. So I want to jump into the clip with Shotti and them, with Shotti and China, just to give people a little, 411 in case they haven't peeped that. And then what I'm gonna do is jump into the L.A. Brim clip and then boom, let's come back and see what Son's talking about. And bada bing, bada boom, keep it vertical.
Let's
You heard
get
me?
it. Let's get it. Let's get it.
I bet.
How you? First of all, how you
Fine.
doing in there, man?
Oh man, another day in the office, man. You know this, man. You know how we do, man. You know what I mean?
That's good. That's good. That's good. Appreciate you, man. The streets want to know what up, man. About the whole
Yeah.
situation that's going on. If you could speak a little bit about that.
Look, homie Jim is his record is immaculate, man. That nigga's not. He ain't telling nobody. Nobody on my case told on anybody, bro. Not one person, other than the person who got the public figure who spoke. Like, you feel me? Shout out to everybody on my case, from Mel Murder to Harv, the fucking Bat. You know what I mean? Drama, Roll Murder. You know what I mean? Ish. You feel me? Even niggas ain't stack nines. You dig what I'm saying? Nobody told.
I
You know what I
respect
mean? I
that.
want to get that clear. You know what I mean? Nobody. Like, you know what I mean? We're going to keep it like that. I appreciate your platform. I see you getting to the bag and doing what you're doing. You know what I mean? But you got to keep in mind that it's niggas behind here that name and niggas in the streets. You know what I mean? And you was one of us. You was once behind these bars. So, you feel me?
That's a
As you,
fact.
yeah, as you out there, you got a moral obligation to report what's real. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So, so please, and a moral obligation to stand up for the niggas behind the G wall. I don't care how you feel about them, blood. Like, you know what I'm saying, some niggas you might not like. You know what I mean? But you gotta get them. You gotta get them their just dues.
That's a
Feel me?
fact. That's a fact, homie.
Yeah. So um. As of now, I just want to shout out all the real niggas, man. I ain't got too much time on that. You know what I mean? They got us on some short
Yeah.
phone calls. You know what I mean? I want to shout out all the real niggas behind the G wall. You know what I mean? All the Jets, the hats. You know what I mean? Shout out to my man La Brim. I don't know what you got going on. That's a stand up nigga.
Yeah. You already know you already know you family, so go ahead, do your thing.
Yeah, bro, that's a stand up nigga. Lacey, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
You know what I mean? My man B.I., you know what I mean? Oh, I can't even remember everybody's name right now. You know what I'm saying? The third, the nigga Biz that's locked behind the G wall.
Salute the
You know what I mean?
biz. Facts.
You know what I mean? All the real niggas, man. There's a lot of real niggas behind the G wall, and niggas be forgetting who they are or speaking on their name in unjust ways, man. This shit out here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just want to let you know that, like, you know what I mean? And again, salute to the capo, bro. He doing what he's supposed to. Like, a lot of niggas don't do that when you get behind these G walls. Niggas standing on business. That's the Billy, man. A lot of niggas wouldn't know what I would if Boy wasn't jacking it on the level he was. You know what I'm saying?
I respect that.
Yo, there you
Yeah.
have it, Frankie. So,
Nah.
he's shouting out the people. He's doing his one too, and he's keeping it tall with Jim Jones.
Absolutely. And yo, bro, like, again, man, for the listeners, man, you dig, like, I no dispute with that, bro. You dig at all. Dig
Actually,
again.
really commend Shotty for keeping it that way. That's a
I'm
very honorable trait, and yo, that's
listen,
vertical right
man.
there.
Bro, listen,
You,
this,
you
this,
gotta hold your
that's
peoples
Crown
down.
Heights, homie. Like
Yeah,
that's you dig for the most part. And don't get it twisted, man. You got fuck boys in Crown Heights, just like you got in every borough or every city or every, what I'm saying, a town of New York. You dig? But for the most part, man, you know what I'm saying. We raise some of the fissurous tissue that what I'm saying come out of what I'm saying the New York State area. You dig? So at the end of the day, bro, like I say, man, I ain't trying to dispute nor refute. You dig? You know what I'm saying? Homie sentiments. You dig? Again, as he said, you dig what I'm saying? I'm not placing no convicted, a title on homie. What I'm saying is that again, once again, from my standpoint of going through it and going through it, you know what I'm saying, chin chokes down and going through it, you know, with a question mark on certain things that was transpiring in my situation and going through it and going through the law libraries and visiting them conversations with other brothers who were facing the same kind of situation, whether it was conspiracy 1962D or 1959 or any other subsection of that whole conspiracy umbrella that the feds hold for so
Well,
many
you're
different
well, no,
situations
go,
and
yeah,
analogies.
yeah,
So,
yeah. See, oh, go ahead.
now go.
No, no, no. The thing for me is that there's outliers in life. There are certain
Absolutely.
situations where that one particular instance is just different than everything on the planet. This might be a
Absolutely.
1 in 10 million shot, but guess
And
what?
yo, bro.
But guess what? Somebody got to be the one. So that might be the case with Jimmy. You
And
know what I'm
guess
saying?
what?
And that's all right.
Salutes. Tell me, homie. Salutes. Hear me. Salutes.
It's a
Without a
miracle on
question.
34th Street.
And you know what, man? That's a beautiful thing, but I don't have that carefree luxury. If it's me to
Yeah,
say that
yeah.
if tomorrow I had to deal, let's say hypothetically, I was in the streets still, that would be a situation that I wouldn't have the carefree luxury to bet my life on because of the
What?
circumstances that exist in the sense of what I heard on that wiretap. And let's take me out of the equation. Let's just say that I was him right now. And I was trying to deal with other individuals. I wouldn't expect them to be able to, you know,
Comprehend.
comprehend, and not only that, just
Digest.
let down their guard to allow me to do whatever it is, be in their circumference, have a business deal with them, or whatsoever. Yo, it's rules to the shit, Biggie said. There's been manuals written. So it's not to say that I'm trying to play, oh, yo, I'm out. No, I'm not, bro. All I'm saying is that the same way that one side of that coin exists, there's another side of that coin that exists that people are saying, yo, nah, boy, you
Well, how
dig?
Biggie
So
said,
that's what
your
that is.
moms will be in the bushes to light that ass
Yeah,
up. You
like
know
that
what I'm
ass
saying?
up. You dig? So at
Well,
the end of the day, yo,
it's
bro,
real, son.
again,
You can't
let me
put it
say,
past nobody.
yo, man, love to the boy. You dig? Because in black and white, there's nothing so cool. Besides what I heard, and like I said, what I heard is suspect to me. And I'm gonna keep it there. I'm not gonna even speak on any other
All right.
individuals that I've spoken to and so forth and so on. But yo, bro, listen, homie, it is what it is. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. My salutes is to the boy Melly and the boy Shotti. You dig? You say what you say. I respect your word. I respect your sense of integrity. So I'm gonna leave it right then and there. Doesn't go
As
any
Big
further
Boo
than
would
that.
say, let's turn the page. Shout out to Big Boo. You
There
know what
we
I'm saying?
go.
The whole Super Trife Low Life Chip Low. You know what I'm saying? Darky Dark, Ralph Low. You know what I'm saying? The Boozy Booze. The
Yeah, come on, let's
Byron
get
Boo.
to it, boy. Let's
Yeah,
get to it. It's enough of
shout out
those.
all the
Let's get to
fools,
it, boy.
son. You know what I'm saying? But anyhow, I like to give my shout out, son. I got love for your family. But anyhow, on that note,
Beautiful.
let's get into the LA Brim situation and let's big that up and give the people a little more vertical talk. How you feel? Let's get it.
I mean, that's all we gonna do.
All right, bet.
Yo, 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 yo. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy E or you, aka the Harlem Legend, man. If you're new to the channel, please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you set your bell notification so you know when I'm dropping a video or going live. We got to get right into this one, man. It's a lot of flag dropping. I ain't going to hold you. Trump is in office. A lot of dudes are scurrying. A lot of dudes is dropping their flags. I got to keep it real, man. We got to start here because there's been a lot of so-called big homies in New York. Yeah, New York, this is why I always say, in all my studies and being around gang members and being in the streets at one time, I've always said, why has New York taken on another coast culture? I gotta be real, because the city of New York City is New York looks crazy, man. I gotta be real. I'm from NY. I'd rather me do it than somebody else. You heard? But let's start here. What are we talking about? Melly dropped this flag. Yeah, and look, I commend these men and what they doing. I'm gonna say that again. I commend these men and what they doing. But I think there's one point that we all be forgetting. I gotta be real. What about the people that died? The people that gave their life to that and they did everything you told them to do, because a lot of these dudes are so-called big homies. I'm just being real. They so-called big homies. At the end of the day, where does the army turn now? The dudes that's lost. The dudes that look at you as their only family. This is nasty work. We must not forget. He's serving 11 and a half years, y'all. He dropped his flag. Yeah, Non-Trey's very own. Jamel Jones, Jamel Murder. Yeah. Mel Murder dropped his flag. He's on the dropout yard now, y'all. You heard? They ain't gonna live at the Big Sandies. Let's call it what it is. They in the federal penitentiary, y'all. You heard? That's a fact. How are they living in prison amongst these wolves now? Because when you drop your flag, they coming for you. You heard? Like Casanova, the big ape. Let's call it what it is, the big ape, Casanova. Oh, he for sure dropped his flag. I am not a gang member anymore, Your Honor. I can't do 60 years, boss. I'm just keeping it 100, y'all. I can't do 60 years now. And I understand. Look. I have no remorse, especially for dudes like this that had opportunity. Yeah. Casanova had all the opportunity in the world to change his life around and do something different and really change others' lives. You heard? A lot of these guys did, even Mel. You heard he had a record deal at one time, Bird Gang and all of that. Instead, they chose the street life. And then when things got hot, they dropped that flag. I'm just calling it what, hey, look, I'm a civilian. You heard? I'm a civilian. I could speak on these kind of matters. It's always one thing.
Yo, Franky. Now, I don't want it to turn into the Harlem Legend show. I was trying to find the clip of L.A. Prim doing this one too. But it's, you know what I'm saying, getting a little extended. But, since I watched the video, I'm not sure if you saw it. I would like to kind of adjust the margins a little bit and get into it.
Hold on,
Um,
hold on, real quick, Nick. Let me clarify something real quick, man. It's
okay.
4 points, man. Number one, man, you know what I'm saying? Melly, man, dig salutes, man, to the brother. He ain't on no dropout yard. Melly, you know what I'm saying? Ain't, from what I know and what I understand, you dig what I'm saying? He never, you know what I'm saying? As others dropped I must say, raised their flag up. He never did it. He still, you know what I'm saying? For the most part, What I know is still active. You dig what I'm saying? As he, you know what I'm saying, so eloquently put it the other day we heard on, what I'm saying, the phone call in. So, you know what I'm saying? Number two, you know what I mean? Sadly, man, you know what I'm saying? For my listeners, man, and for the social media, man, you know, everything happens in its own due time, in its own due season by Allah, by Allah's will and His grace. You dig? So whenever a person choose to, you know, uh, uh, raise their flag or step away from street life. This ain't just for gang members. This is just for the average Joe that may be selling drugs, maybe boosting, maybe, hitting jewelry stores, whatever the case may be, whatever you may be doing in that a politically incorrect arena. That one day you wake up and whether it's your girl having a baby, whether it's your mother sickly with cancer, or whether it's just the fact that enough is enough and you just tired of or you've done amassed enough to make you say, I ain't got to do it no more. You dig? Sadly, it's for a lot of street individuals, it's not until we get cuffed the second or third time, or when that judge is getting ready to give dudes a number of years after they already did bids previously, and it's like, yo, you know what? Something got to stop. You dig what I'm saying? As was the case with me. You dig? I got tired of being tired. And I ain't gonna never get enough of saying it or telling it to individuals. You dig that would listen to me and hear me, especially the younger brothers and sisters. I did enough time in prisons up and down 95, 95 state corridor. Yeah, I-95. That guess what? On this last one, when I caught those 132 months, man, I made a promise to myself, to family members that, yo, you listen, man, it's done. You dig? Like, I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do to get up out of this situation honorably, and it's over. And I meant that, and I stand on that. Number
Well,
three,
oh, go ahead.
number three, we didn't take on nobody else's culture as being bloods when we became blood. We became blood in C-73 and 93 because of the oppressive nature that was taking place on Rikers Island and in the up north facilities.
Well,
I,
I'll interject in a sec because I hear what he's saying in the sense where we had crews in New York. So it could have been the Crown Heights this, it could have been the New York militia, it could have been whatever else. But, I guess he's just saying from the perspective to play devil's advocate, like, that was some West Coast shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could have started any kind of group, you know what I
yo,
mean? In that
listen.
sense.
I mean, yo, bro, listen. We could say that a tree that grows on the right side of another tree that has been standing for 100 years is its own independent tree, or it is getting or it is connected to the same root of the tree next to it that has been standing for 200-300 years. So at the end of the
I,
day, like again, it goes back to a
I got
person's
you.
opinion. You dig?
Yeah.
And I'm not going to try to argue a person's opinion. I will either try to understand it or dispute it or refute it in my opinion or statement of facts that can say, yo, listen, check this out. Did we see something that was unified or had a form of solidarity to some degree? Yes. You dig? And what the brother Mac brought over to the East Coast and seen a situation that was happening and existing on the East Coast and said, yo, listen, man, maybe this can do good by the black men that I see are being oppressed by these different, you know what I'm saying, entities, whether it been the Latin kings, the Nietas, the familias, you know what I'm saying, the police, and then later on, you know what I'm saying, the Crips, you dig, that came about. Yeah. So at the end of the day, what happened, what was existing was the oppressive nature that was primarily being dispensed by the hands of Latin kings, police, nietas, and familiars. You dig? And when we came into fruition to say, and now let's get this very clearly understood. There were certain individuals. such as myself, the Blood Sports, the Shot Quells, the Paris, the Hitmans, the CKs, the La Brims, you dig, and many others, the Dizzies, many other individual, you know what I'm saying, the Man Dudes, you dig, so many different other individuals who weren't being oppressed. We were able to rock the island one deep playing for keeps, you dig, and not be approached by these individuals, or when we were approached, we were approached in a respectful manner of, yo, papi, you know that Marano? And we, because of our uh selfish characteristics at that time, no, not we, let me say I, because I had to be given that picture or that view from some of my older brothers, my big bros, to say, yo, bro, man, you rocking with those boys, you got a team. You might as well get that with this team. Because they would come to me and be like, yo, boy, you know that one? I'll be like, I don't know that dude. And that dude might have been just somebody who sat on his bunk eating butter cookies and reading his Bible. But because I didn't know him and he had a pair of Harachis on, you dig, I disowned him. I never even thought to look at him like he was a black brother. You dig what I'm saying? The same way that the Latins was looking at a Spanish dude that may have come in
Well,
there like
yeah,
a
yeah. I'm gonna pick it up on that note because I gotta hit the plan B in a second. You heard me? But because I got a couple things to move and shake. But I was out one day, right, and I was drinking and shit, and I was chilling. I come out this bar, and some white dudes was out there. You know what I mean? For whatever reason, the one dude start ice grilling me when I walk out. You know what I'm saying? So. Like, what's up with this dude? You know what I'm saying? So I slide to the side. So he says something. I'm like, yo, son, who are you talking to? You know what I mean? So I start coming back now and like, yo, what up? You know what I mean? But I didn't notice that his friends were to the side. You know what I'm saying? They were smoking cigarettes and shit. So now as I'm approaching him now, three more dudes approaching me. Word to my mother, Frankie, I couldn't have planned this shit better. I couldn't have asked God for a favor. I don't know how this shit worked. It was divine intervention. It was all these Puerto Rican dudes was in a box truck, like right on the other side of the street. They was doing moving. Yo, word to my mother. I was young at the time, probably like 22, 23. You know what I'm saying? Yo, like 10 wild Puerto Ricans hop out this box truck and say, yo, Amore Ray, all right, yo, what's going on, son? And they looked and they said, yo, son, fall back, we got this. They ain't know me from a can of paint. I'm not even Puerto Rican, I'm Italian and black. But they were like, just because I looked the part or whatever, they wasn't having that. And they
My
ain't fucking
point
know me, son.
exactly. My
And they
point
stepped up
exactly.
and they was
And we
ready to
didn't do that.
rumble.
A lot
Yeah,
of
and I
us didn't
walked
do that.
away.
So a
Yeah.
lot of us
So I have to
as
say I agree
Asiatics,
with you
we didn't
on
do
that
that.
because they did that and then they would come to you to check in, but be like,
Yo, bro,
you know
listen,
what I mean?
man. I had to bear witness to the fact that I see, you know what I'm saying, there might be 20 motherfucking 20 Latins in the house. You dig? And a bent over dope fiend may come in the house. You dig? Spanish descent. And you know what them dudes would do? They could have 19 pinto beans. They're gonna get that
Yeah.
person a piece of bean. Where we as, you know what I'm saying, African
Yeah.
American, we're looking, you know what I'm saying, at the sneakers or whatever the black man had to rob them or to take from them or whatever the case may be. My story is this, man. At the end of the day, bro, you dig, when it comes to we taking a culture, nah, we didn't take a culture, we built our own culture, but it derived from a culture that existed on the West Coast. However, in the initial in the initial aspect of it, yo, bro, we wasn't going to neighborhoods and just you know what I'm saying, shooting them up, or you know what I'm saying, shooting the individuals on the corners of, you know what I'm saying, the block over and so forth and so on. We actually had individuals who were doing anything and everything to decimate the, you know what I'm saying, the black culture inside of prison of the prisons of Rikers Island. And they was doing it with an iron fist until we arose like a phoenix out of the ash and said, we ain't having it no more. So then guess what? The oppressed became, we started bullying the bullies. You
It ain't
dig?
fun when
And the
the rabbit
tides
got the
turned.
gun.
So, that's where that went. You dig? For those, just a small synopsis for those who don't really understand how and why we really or truly derived or may have heard it before. You're hearing it once again from somebody who's actually was there from the beginning of the time of it. You dig? Now,
Yo,
with
Frankie,
that
hold
being,
on. Yeah, before I slide to the side and get into the other joint, I just want to piggyback off the LA Brim joint because basically he said that he's dropping his flag, he's changing over his life, he's turning a new leaf, and
Yo,
he wants to be a patriot. He
let's
wants to
let's
embrace American culture.
yo, let's let's
He is
let's
supporting Trump. He is supporting MAGA. He is down for the crown right now. And I realize that a lot of criminals, a lot of people that have been in this life, they resonate with Trump. You know what I'm saying? Trump has a way of looking out for people that is different than other presidents that have come before. And one person that speaks it in the most beautiful, eloquent, raw way is Mike Tyson. And I want to get into a couple clips of Mike Tyson breaking down his love for Donald
oh
Trump and
man,
why
let's
he
get
fucks
it.
with Donald
Let's
Trump.
get it,
And
man. Big
then
shout out to
that'll
Mike.
make more sense. Yeah, yeah. Brownsville, baby. Let's get it.
I'm voting for Trump. So what somebody's going to do about it?
I don't think anybody. I mean, I'm gonna disagree with you.
So what?
Does it make you feel weird that
No,
people?
so what?
Is that weird to you that people freak out about your opinions?
No, they believe I have a lot of followers, but this is my opinion. If I like Donald Trump and I want to vote for him, I'm going to do it. So what? What are you going to do? Beat me up?
No,
I don't
stop.
think so.
No, it's not.
There we go. There we go.
Hold on, I got one more,
Hey, yo,
Franky.
salute. Hold on. Salute to Mike. My opinion is my opinion. Get that. Your opinion is your opinion. Their opinion is their opinion. We all have opinions. So when we start getting locked in to how a person should think like us, be like us, act like us, you ain't Michael Jordan. I don't want to be like Mike. I want to be like FB. I'm going to be like FB. So I want you to be who you are. So therefore, we can mesh or we can peacefully coexist. And if we can't even peacefully coexist, let's just coexist knowing that guess what? I'm not going to take from you your opinion and you can't take or dissuade my opinion. So let's come to some type of median to either try to understand one another's opinions. Period.
Yeah, and if you don't respect it, you can't beat me. So shut the fuck up. You hear me? Let's get
I
into this
mean,
next
you hear
clip.
me? That's another note.
Yeah.
You dig?
Let's go.
Yeah, man, let's get it.
I don't like the way this stuff is going, right? But I like Donald Trump, you know? Donald Trump stood up for me when they talked bad about me, and people said, "What do you think about this convicted rapist?" Said he was for you. He responded. And he said, He accepted my vouching for it. He accepted that and said, "Mike is my friend," and I respected that.
Mm-hmm. It's hard not to.
And I couldn't. I listened. And he said things, and people went against him, and black people went against him. And I understand that too. Some of the things that went on and why they were upset.
With you in regards to you.
No, with regards to black people in general.
Right.
All the stuff, Charlottesville and everything. But listen, you look at a guy like me, where I came from, all the felons I got. This guy's president. He's a nominee. He's just campaigning. He's not president yet, but he's just campaigning. He says all these. Cool things. I like Mike Tyson. He likes me. We're both, it's good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it's campaign. And then, what am I going to say? Fuck him. He's a racist pig. I can't find myself to say that.
Right.
I can't say that.
Right.
I can't say that.
Right.
I'm not going to be one of those guys to say that.
Right. And if people are like, well, Mike is fucking bugging, Mike's just saying,
I can't say that. I can't listen. A lot of my people from my community turns against me, turn their back on me for my rape conviction. I don't want to hear that shit. Come on, I'm just keeping it real with you.
Nah, I hear you. That's what that Mike, you're so fucking genuine.
I don't want to hear you. Somebody say, "No, I'm with Mike Tyson. He's running for his presidency." He didn't say, "Fuck him." Now I don't want no racist campaign for me. He could have easily said that.
Right. Right.
He talked to me about reverencing me. So I said, fuck, I ain't going to say nothing disrespectful about him. He never said anything. He said was beautiful things about me. So what do I do? People in my family don't like him. I should say, what do I do? You tell me, Mike. I'm on your show now. No, really, tell me, Mike.
I think what you should do, Mike, is just what you just said, straight up. Because obviously we're not talking about, like we mentioned, people that have done really horrible things earlier. And your experience from him is different. And as much as I can't stand this cocksucker, this is me as the president. Because before he was just Donald Trump, I see him at the parties and shit like that.
Yeah, I don't like hearing from Michael Rappaport. He isn't like the best representation of the situation, but I like that Mike Tyson stands on his ground. I like that he
Yo,
keeps things within his perspective and he keeps it real with everybody. You know what I'm saying? And on that note, I would like to leave it as
listen,
that,
check this out real quick, right? Because I got a few things to do. But listen, man, what I noted, man, with Mike Tyson, man, and I salute the champ, homie, because he's still a champ intellectually, you know what I'm saying, as well as, you know what I'm saying,
spiritually,
physically.
mentally, and
Spirit,
physically.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, his loyalty. You dig? And if more people really truly understood how to dispense that word loyalty without any kind of hindrance, man, things would really be better in this world. You dig? But you got a bunch of dudes talking about, a bunch of females talking about, yo, that's my man, that's my female, that's that. You know, I heard somebody say, saying that, while I was in prison, the dude coming this week, leave next week, or whatever the case. Yo, bro, let me see you. I love you. Fuck you, love about me. You just met me. I respect the fact that Mike wouldn't bend. You dig? As real dudes, we not bending. As real women, we're not bending. We stand on what we say, we mean what we say, and that's just what it is. You dig what I'm saying? If we deal with somebody or somebody deals with us and shows us even a modicum of what individuals in our own family may not have shown us, why should I denounce this individual for your disdain or your like or your dislike or your enmity for them? When they ain't did nothing but good by me. That's like a person coming and saying, hey, yo, why you rocking with Nick? All Nick does is, I don't give a fuck what you think about Nick. What Nick has done for me has surpassed what you've ever done for me. You dig? So a lot of people are caught up in that fad of loyalty. Yo, my man. Yo, listen, check this like I said before. You dig? I ain't selling me for nothing. Ain't did it in the past, ain't doing it at 54. It is what it is. You see what you see, you get what you get, whatever be. You heard whatever I've done in my life that I may regret, have more remorse for, may have stunted me, may have hindered me. It was all part of an experience that has grown me to be the individual growing man that I am here and now. You dig? So with that being said, man, you dig? Let's stop looking at one another to imagine another person being like you, and let's start accepting individuals for being who they are like them. Because when you could do that, that just shows how strong you are as a man or a woman to accept another person for who they are as opposed to what you want them to be or what you're trying to make them out to be. With that being said, man, this is vertical talk. You ain't gonna get nothing but
Yeah,
straight up
yeah,
shit
that was
here.
vertical,
You
son.
dig?
That was vertical. For real. Boomerang.
Man, see y'all on the next one, man. You dig what I'm saying? I love my peoples. To God, I give my glory. You heard to the brothers and sisters. You know my story. Keep pushing. Keep your faith. And keep sending them prayers up to the old head. So no doubt he'll send those blessings down. I pray for you and hope to see you soon, man. Vertical talk. One love.
And on that note, we out.
Fuck about.